Very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my dear friends wherever you are in this part of the world. This is a small brief introduction about the course which you see the name is Data Analysis and Decision Making 2, which will be starting month of January 2019 under the NPTEL MOOC series. And I am Raghunandan Sengupta from the IME department IIT Kanpur in India. So, as required I will give a very brief introduction to basically acquaint you where the course would be useful, in which industries, which areas, what are the general prerequisites which are required, what are the general contents of the course. And if you remember that there was a DADM 1 course which basically dealt with only statistics and multivariate statistics and all other related topics. This will be covering some topics related to non-statistical areas or non-parametric methods or multi-criteria decision making. And there would be a DADM 3 also, which will only deal with the operation research and operations management and optimization topics. This course of DADM 2, which is data analysis and decision making, will be for 30 hours. That means, it will be spread over 12 weeks. Each week will have basically 5 lectures and each lecture would be for half an hour. And as you are well aware, after each week there would be one assignment. So, in totality we will have 12 assignments and there would be one final examination also. Now, the examinations would all be based from for the assignments, they would all be based from the week courses which have been done, and in the final one it will be conglomeration of all the 12 different weeks of lectures which have been covered. So, without much ado I will come to what are the general prerequisites and in which industries they can be these topics or this concept can be applied. So, technically I would expect the participants, the students, whoever it is, to have some basic knowledge about probability and statistics. Probability statistics is whatever I have dealt in DADM 1 would be more than sufficient. If you have more knowledge, it will be really an excellent add-on qualification which all of you would have. In operations research, I would basically want the very basic minimums of operation research. Because here the reason may be asked that why I am not doing the DADM 3 before DADM 2. The reason is that in DADM 3 it will be much more in depth, much more vast. This would be much more applied oriented with very basic concepts. We will try to basically do DADM 2 beforehand. And obviously, some general concepts of mathematics, operations management would be very useful to have a good understanding of the course. Well, coming back to the industries where they can be applied or where they can be useful, it is manufacturing can be one, it can be steel manufacturing, vehicles manufacturing, aeroplane industries, wherever it is. It can be in chemical industry, steel industry, cement, agri-based, finance, marketing, data analytics in IT related industries where data is very useful and in large number, large quantity in government, semi-government and private sector industries. Now, coming back to the topics which all of you would have been waiting for the last 3-4 minutes. So, generally we will try to cover topics of multi-criteria decision making and multi-attribute utility theory. What we mean by utility, I will also cover that. So, there would be some qualitative feel of the ideas of MCDM, some quantitative feel of the ideas of MCDM and MAUT, we will cover that. We will go into depth about utility theory and how utility theory can be utilized in different concepts of non-parametric optimization, the topics we will cover. We will go through Pareto optimality, what we mean by Pareto optimality, when there are two conflicting decision variables to take or objectives to make, how we can basically make a decision about that. We will cover decision trees, even though we have done that in project management, but I will still go through that. The reason being that I will try to cover GERT, general evaluation review techniques, and queuing general evaluation review techniques, which are a big part how you can consider different type of looping concepts being there, stochastic trees being there, how they can be handled. Now, coming back to the non-parametric methods in the bulk, they will cover data environment analysis, analytical hierarchy process, analytical network process. Now, analytical hierarchy process AHP is a part and parcel of ANP. We will cover the concept of TOPSIS, Electra, Prometha, Macbeth, different SWOT analysis would be done and system analysis would be done. And to top it up, we will cover different very simple concept of fuzzy logic and fuzzy optimization, how they can be used in different non-parametric methods. While coming to the last part about trying to cover different type of meta-heuristic techniques, where general algorithms or for optimizations or for solving the problems are not available, we will cover genetic algorithm concepts very simply through the pseudo codes and how you utilize that in solving problems. We will consider and collinear optimization, we will consider taboo search, artificial immune system, all these things would be covered. Obviously, there is this concept of particle swarm optimization is also are there. So, the extra word basically means these would be considered. And I am sure this course would be helpful for those who are trying to utilize different type of optimization techniques, different type of decision sciences in trying to apply them in different type of industries, and any obviously can be in academia also. So, we will start with full vigor the course starting January, and obviously as required we will try to answer all the questions would be coming up in the forum. I am sure this will be a very helpful course for students who are really interested to pick up these nuances, and wishing all of you the best of luck and a very happy new year for starting 2019, and I am sure everybody will do very well in life. Thank you very much.